Hey everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to get your car into a tornado, while also doing it myself. You guys really seem to enjoy the last one, so let's get right into this. To start off the chase, put yourself in a good position. Line yourself up with the storm motion or the relative inflow vector. Generally, the next step is to look at your thermodynamic profile and your kinematics for the day. Our setup for this chase takes place in a very warm and moist, as well as a very unstable air mass. The air mass has very high SRH as well as low humidity, so we should have very good visibility of the storms. Strong SRH coupled with high 3 cape and elevated lapse rates could lead to the possibility of a couple of strong tornadoes and maybe a violent one. Very quickly it becomes evident on radar that a tornado is imminent as the wall cloud begins to form and a hook becomes visible on radar. Try to get in front of the storm before it puts down a tornado. This is an optimal strategy because then you're not rushing to get in front of the storm once it's already down. As soon as you see a wall cloud, or even as soon as you're in position, you should have a route to take you even farther away from the storm and keep yourself in position. Quickly, I decided to fly east to keep ahead of the storm, as well as giving myself an opportunity to deploy probes if necessary. At this moment in time, in the vehicle that I've chosen, I'm definitely too close to this developing tornado. So I need to find a north option to get even farther ahead. As the tornado touches down, luckily I find just that. After taking Beltrami 48 County Road North, I've given myself adequate distance between me and the tornado to place down all 4 of my probes. But we're gonna do it a little bit differently. Normally I see people place probes all together in one spot, but we're actually going to space the probes out by quite a distance. This makes sure that if the tornado turns north or weakens and turns back towards the east, depending on the storm motion for the day, we have a higher chance of getting a probe intercept on at least one of the probes. Of course, there's a couple exceptions to this, mainly based on the tornado's size, speed, as well as what vehicle you're driving, because if you're in an interceptor, you can just place all the probes. As predicted, the tornado begins to take a northern shift along the road. I can tell the tornado is moving towards me because it's only getting bigger, not moving left or right. Now, a pink TVS, I have to enact my escape plan. Already the probes are beginning to pick up wind speeds in excess of 129 miles per hour. After the tornado passes by, pick up your probes, rinse, and repeat for the new storm. This time, we're going to look at the photograph and not the thermodynamics, and go in blind. One thing that I will tell you is that this is a high risk. Storms have already fired to my south and east, heading due north. This time we're rocking the TIV-2, going for a direct intercept on the tornado. From a quick glance at the radar, I already notice I'm in a very bad position for the storm. Blasting east towards Nateville, the storm begins to cross into an area where there's very limited road options. A wall cloud is clearly visible under the base, and a large funnel begins to touch down. We likely only missed this one by a couple minutes, meaning if we acted sooner, we would have gotten to this tornado. Even though we just missed the storm, my mind was cooking up a crazy idea. Let's intercept this tornado by Andrusia. The easiest way to accomplish this was to go through Sneed and head north by Bedora. Not before coming face to face with this monster wedge tornado. After making it through Sneed and passing by the tornado, I captured a shot of it throwing around pieces of Wadena like toys. Upon arrival at Andrusia, I make sure that the tornado is going to give me enough time to deploy before it hits the town. As the tornado approaches, I realize that I have to deploy right away or I'm not going to make it in time. Quickly, I deploy my probes and prepare for intercept. I ended up scrapping this recording because my mic wasn't picking up, so here's the intercept.
Okay, Andrusia, is there damage in Andrusia yet? It looks like it is literally there. We also have a storm heading roughly towards western Iroquois and a new storm that could hit Miami. Holy crap, this is crazy. Holy crap. I just need to get out of the rain. I just set. I think those are all 165 from, so it's still EF3 plus. Okay, whatever. I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. It's fine. There's no twisted. What?
Now you pretty much know how to place down probes and intercept in the path of a tornado. With enough time, practice, and experience, you should be able to get majority of the tornadoes that you chase. A couple of the things that we went over and things to remember: try to be in front of the tornado or storm before it forms. If you're in a probe truck, make sure you stay an adequate distance ahead to place down all of your probes. If you're in an interceptor, make sure you give yourself enough distance to deploy. Always check the thermodynamics, the hodograph, and the storm motion before you chase. And make sure your positioning is very consistent. Try not to be all over the place. Bringing back some stuff from the last video, make sure that you're situationally aware and have an escape route planned. Keeping an eye on the road network that you're using is a very important skill, because if you need to make an escape and you don't have a road, how are you going to escape? Now I want to go over a couple of questions I got in the comments section. How do you actually predict where it's going to go? Well, if you look at the storm motion, number one, you have a general idea of what it's going to start moving like. As the tornado progresses in strength, it either turns left or right, so you have to pick up on that right away. The moment it strengthens, it's going to turn. There are some instances in 1.21 specifically where the tornado has very deviant motion, where it will do a snake type pattern, a zigzag, maybe a couple loop-de-loops or a full U-turn. But those are very uncommon, relatively, and you should be able to predict where the tornado goes. Another question: how to place probes the best? Well, hopefully I answered that for you today. I think that placing them spaced out, depending on the tornado size, is really the best way to go. Do I use keyboard and mouse or PC controller? Both. Sometimes camera shots require the controller, so I do panning shots with the joystick. And I think that pretty much does it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video, likely a SHEAR episode. Peace out.